Have you ever wondered how your cat acts when it does something wrong or when it can tell you're upset? Despite their reputation for being independent, cats are emotional creatures and can show regret in some pretty surprising ways. But do they actually know how to apologize the way we do? In this video, we're going to dive into cat behavior, understanding how they express their emotion, and more importantly, how we can tell when they're trying to apologize. Plus, we'll go over what to do if you accidentally hurt your cat and how to keep that bond strong. The emotional life of cats. Cats are often seen as independent and distant creatures, but the truth is, they have a very rich and complex emotional life. Despite their self-sufficient nature, they experience deep feelings, ranging from love and happiness to sadness and anxiety. These emotions directly impact their behavior, which is why it's so important for us to understand them if we want to improve our relationship with these furry friends. When it comes to love and affection, cats form strong bonds with their owners. They show their love in subtle ways, like purring when being petted or rubbing against their human's leg. These gestures are their way of expressing that they feel safe and comfortable around you. Cat love might be quiet, but it's definitely meaningful. Cats also show happiness in visible ways. When they feel secure, they can be seen playing freely, rolling onto their backs, or purring with contentment. These joyful moments are precious for any cat owner because they show that the cat is completely relaxed and happy with you. For cats, happiness often comes from feeling comfortable and safe. But just like us, cats can feel sad or even depressed. Changes in their routine, like losing a companion or moving to a new home, can deeply affect their emotional state. When cats are sad, they may isolate themselves, lose interest in playing, and become more withdrawn. Recognizing these signs and offering emotional support is key to helping them through tough times. Do cats know when they've done something wrong? A common question among cat owners is whether cats know when they've done something wrong, like knocking over a vase or scratching the couch. The answer is a bit more complex. While cats don't have a moral compass like humans, they do have a keen sense of our reactions. When a cat does something that displeases you, they might not understand that it's wrong, but they do recognize that something is different in your response. Research has shown that cats can perceive the tone of our voice. When you're happy, your voice is soft and friendly, and they associate this tone with positive experience, like being petted or getting food. However, when you're upset, your tone becomes more harsh, and the cat quickly picks up on the fact that something is off. Cats are also highly sensitive to our facial expression. A smile or a frown tells them a lot. Cats can recognize these facial cues and associate them with different emotional situations. So, while cats might not understand right and wrong in the human sense, they do understand when their behavior has triggered a negative reaction from you. In short, while they don't know what's wrong, cats certainly know when they've caused discomfort or upset. They're keen observers of human behavior and adapt based on the emotional atmosphere around them. Do cats really apologize? So, do cats actually apologize? The answer isn't as simple as a yes or no. While cats don't have the concept of remorse like humans, they do have their own ways of trying to reconnect after doing something that bothers you. When a cat senses you're upset with them, they might not come up to you with an "I'm sorry" look, but they will try to repair the bond in their own way. One of the most common gestures cats use to reconnect is purring. This soothing sound is often associated with comfort and tranquility. When a cat purrs after doing something mischievous, they're likely trying to comfort you and restore the emotional connection. It's their way of saying, "I didn't mean to upset you. Let's make up." Another behavior that might be seen as an apology is slow blinking. Known as the cat kiss, slow blinking is a sign of trust. When your cat blinks slowly at you after a mistake, they're silently saying, "I feel safe with you, and I want to keep our bond strong." Many cats also knead with their paws, which is a behavior they often show as kittens when nursing from their mother. When they do this on you, it's a way of seeking comfort, and maybe their quiet, non-verbal way of apologizing. Finally, when a cat licks or rubs its head on you, they're reaffirming the bond of trust between you. It's a sign that, despite any mishap, they still consider you part of their family. how to apologize to a cat. Now, what happens when we're the ones who make a mistake and accidentally hurt our cat, whether by yelling or stepping on their tail? How can we apologize? While cats don't understand apologies in the way we do, they are highly sensitive to our emotional energy. They can sense when something is wrong, and the best way to apologize to a cat is to reconnect with them in a calm and patient manner. Before trying to reconnect, it's crucial to observe the cat's body language. If the cat is showing signs of stress, like a lowered tail or flattened ears, it's best to give them some space. Pushing for interaction at this point can cause more anxiety and make the situation worse. When the cat starts to approach you again, it's time to speak to them in a gentle and soft tone. Cats respond well to calm voices, so speaking to them soothingly helps create a reassuring environment. You can also offer treats or toys as a way to rebuild trust. This creates a positive association and helps strengthen the bond between you and your cat. It's important to respect their timing. Some cats may need more time to recover from a stressful situation. Forcing an interaction will only extend the emotional distance. Patience is key to helping your cat feel safe and ready to reconnect. How to know if your cat has forgiven you? After apologizing, you might wonder, has my cat really forgiven me? While cats don't have a concept of forgiveness the way humans do, their behavior can give us clues about whether they've moved on from the incident. By observing your cat's reaction, you can tell if they're ready to reconnect. If your cat starts to approach you with signs of affection, like rubbing against you or purring, it's a good sign that they've forgiven you and are ready to move past the incident. This behavior shows that they're comfortable with you again and want to rebuild the bond. On the other hand, if your cat continues to hide or shows signs of fear when you approach, they might still be processing the event. Cats need time, and some might take longer to overcome stressful situations, so it's important to be patient. Cats' memory also plays a role here. While they may not hold grudges in the human sense, cats can remember negative experiences or repeated mistreatment. If your cat is being cautious or keeping their distance, it might be because they've associated certain actions with fear. However, with patience, they can learn to trust again. Preventing conflicts with your cat. Preventing conflicts with your cat in the first place is one of the best ways to avoid the need for apology. Maintaining a healthy relationship involves being sensitive to your cat's emotional needs and avoiding behaviors that could lead to stress or discomfort. First and foremost, avoid physical punishment or shouting. Yelling or hitting a cat only creates fear, which damages the relationship. It won't teach them how to behave, it will just make them scared of you, which makes it harder to rebuild trust. Also, respect your cat's space. If they don't want to interact or seem anxious, give them the room they need. Forcing interaction when they're not ready can worsen the situation and damage the emotional bond. Establish a consistent routine for your cat. They thrive on predictability, so changes in their environment or daily schedule can cause stress. By maintaining a stable routine, you help your cat feel secure and less likely to experience anxiety. Even though cats don't understand apologies in the human sense, they have their own ways of reconnecting after conflicts, whether it's purring, slow blinking, or kneading. These are their ways of showing affection and re-establishing trust. By recognizing their emotional cues and being patient, you can build a stronger, more harmonious relationship with your cat. If you like this video and want to learn more about how to understand your cat better, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share your experiences in the comments. And stay tuned for the next video, where we'll talk about the signs your cat shows when they can't stand being away from you.